Here, take this one.
This is much like the writing process in all of our videos. We have no idea what we're doing. Thank you all for coming out here. This is the Marble Hornets How to Make Your Own Web Series or what have you.
And if you're not here for that, you can just get out.
Yeah, just get out right now.
Like
We don't want you here.
waves.
No. For those of you who don't know us, my name is Joseph Delage. Nothing really.
He's absolutely right.
I directed the video we're about to play. Yeah. No, I am partially the reason why you've had to suffer through Marble Hornets, and for that I'm sincerely apologetic. But it's really mainly Troy's fault, so you can talk about that.
It was my idea, I'm sorry. Hi, I'm Troy. I directed and Jay in it. That guy who might be considered the worst detective in the world by many people.
Let's go back a third time.
Surely, I think this time.
Yeah, I do pretty much
Coupons.
everything. I lean awkwardly into microphones, first of all. There's like a leg here.
Lean away to breathe in.
So yeah, I do all this stuff pretty
Camera's
much.
gonna be so shaky.
Okay. I'm Tim Sutton. I kind of became Troy's hey, do you want to be in my videos guy, mostly because I'm never doing anything. So there were never any scheduling conflicts. For instance, you know, another one of our cast members is pretty hard to get hold of because he's really, really into rock climbing. But I don't have that problem, so...
You're not into any sports.
No. So I kind of got, I don't know, I just got drafted into the series, and what?
Use air
He
quotes
wants
when you say your
say
name.
Max.
Can I just say the guy in the mask?
Yeah.
And I like tackle people and stuff.
So
Say the
basically
real
what
term,
we
Tim.
have planned for you guys is, first off, we're going to pimp out a little bit of a video we made.
Yesterday.
Yeah, pretty much.
2 nights ago.
I wrote it, well, I did most of it because I'm awesome. In 10 minutes while watching Troy play video games. And then we filmed it in one night, and then Troy did a marathon editing session because he's a boss.
Batman Arkham City's really good.
Then after that, we're going to get into a little bit of a bullet point discussion about how we go through our creative process, as generous as that is, the term. And then we're going to open it up to some questions you guys might have specifically regarding how we make the videos. This isn't to be confused with the Marble Hornets Q&A, which we'll be doing tomorrow.
Yeah.
This is all about the creative process. So without further ado, this is Troy Takes a Trip.
I really should have brought a
My
tripod.
target is
I can't. Tension.
Oh no.
No!
Now you know how we feel every time you release an entry.
It is.
Did your phone
Everything
die?
is going wrong, and it's all because of you. That's a shame, guys. Oh, and I unplugged.
I will tell them that at some point. they're not.
probably wrote
That's
it.
just a preview. Go on YouTube and watch the rest. See the
Sorry,
full
guys.
conclusion.
This was actually planned,
This was a promo for GMX. It was for you.
and then it's over. Sorry, guys.
Maybe we can show it tomorrow or something.
Yeah, we'll try to get that out there. But you can find it on YouTube under Troy Has a Camera.
Yeah, sorry.
But that is actually a really good idea of what's going to happen when you start making something. You think it's going to be really smooth and everything, and then you're going to realize, no, it's not. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong.
This is going to be an incredibly positive panel. It's just a terrible job. Don't take it. No, I'm just kidding.
Troy, you want to get this started?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so like Joseph said, this is just going to be us talking about how we just kind of accidentally stumbled into a fairly popular web series, just kind of on accident. So yeah, like you said, we're going to try and talk about what we do to make Marble Hornets happen, and then we'll open it up to you guys to ask like specific questions in regards to like, hey, what kind of camera do you use or whatever. Lean away from the mic to cough.
Do you have anything to say?
No.
Why did you interrupt me?
I did interrupt you.
So, just a quick thing about web series in general, and why they just kind of, can I say fuck? Okay.
No.
We need proof of ID from everyone that you're over 18.
And
so
can
you
hear film
swears.
language. Just about web series in general and why they fucking rock is that we can't really go into details about how we know this, but just we know other mediums of like television and movies and stuff, and it's just a pain in the ass to try to get anything made. And it's just a bunch of red tape, just kind of bullshit that you have to go through. But with a web series, you're not having to bend over backwards for
Go on.
for like a, an executive producer or anything. Like, you have creative control, or you and your 3 compatriots have control.
That aside, what he's saying is completely true. The greatest thing about YouTube is the commenters. No, is the freedom that it allows you to have. You have no one to answer to but yourself. So you can really do whatever you want. But that being said, to kind of segue into our next point is you really want to know what you want to make before you start making it, because
Trust us.
It's a bad way to go into something thinking, I don't know, I just want to make a video, and then it does catch on, and you have this kind of schizophrenic idea of what everything is supposed to mean, and it just kind of falls apart. Something that kind of plagued Marble Hornets early on is everyone expected it to be an art. They wanted it to be an alternate reality game. They wanted a lot of audience participation and everything like that. And that's not the vision we had for Marble Hornets ever. I don't know where that started from, but it did. And
I would say unfiction, probably.
Probably. And that's fine, but if we were to pander to that, we're not that smart. We're not going to come up with a good art, and it's going to suck. So you want to stay true to your roots and everything. So
It's more of a, just kind of like just like a series instead of like a alternate reality. I read on TV Tropes one time that it's not really an alternate reality game, it's just kind of an alternate reality movie. So, which is kind of all movies. So yeah, it's really an alternate reality. It's an arm instead of an art.
it's fine to listen to your fans, no matter what they say, and if they have a valid point, or if there's a strong enough reaction to something, like people wanted the art so bad, but we couldn't make Marble Hornets an art. That was never in the cards. So 2D art was made. It has those puzzles in there. It has the Morse code. It has all sorts of stuff in there that people still haven't figured out everything that is to it. It's not something that might necessarily be like story important, because you don't want to branch out too far with how you're making people absorb your story. But you give them that bone right there.
That sounds dirty.
Oh God, you gave me such a bone.
It's kind of like the metaphor that I'm a genius and came up with is that it's kind of like that was a joke. It was kind of like if you like, let's say you're watching a DVD or something, you have the main movie on there, like here's, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, whatever. But there's other things that are on there that you want to see that isn't particularly necessary to the story of the film itself or whatever. So it's like the special features of a DVD is kind of what To the Arc is. Kind of, it's like supplementary material, but if you miss it, it's okay. You're not missing like something that's like, oh hey, it's this blank happened and you won't have any idea what the hell's going on, if you missed it.
And to bring that back to more of a general point rather than something so Marble Hornets centric, is make your series easy to absorb. That's not saying dumb down your content to where it's just like a shell of your original idea, but something that I think helps Marble Hornets a lot is, while the story itself is not easy to follow, it's easy to watch. You don't have to watch a bunch of different channels all linked together. To the Arc is completely optional. You don't have to watch To the Arc to get that, and your audience will appreciate that simplicity. They really will. If you make something and what you really want to do is have all these different media formats in it, go for it by all means, but don't be surprised when it doesn't experience the kind of success maybe you wanted it to.
Yeah, I mean, people are lazy sometimes, so if they have to click like another channel for some other video, then they may not do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you just need to be sure not to spread yourself too thin, unless that's something that you're okay with doing, I guess. If you want to have multiple channels or whatever, if you're doing it on YouTube,
Also, talking about, people being impatient, apparently the fact that our videos were pretty short helps.
Yeah. You don't have to make an epic on YouTube. Listen to the time limit, because sometimes it's short and sweet is all you need. The first video we had reach 1 million hits was entry number 1, and that's like 48 seconds. It has like, it might be, and it's like 12 seconds of actual footage and then text, but it caught on.
Yeah, that's what, whenever people say, like, this is what got me hooked on Marble Hornets, it was the first entry, so like,